other type of the fluid, invade to the formation and create some damage. But this is related to the filtration. Maybe we have the loss of the fluid into formation. Loss of the fluid means that maybe we have a many fracture. We have a many fracture in the formation or the perforation related to the fracture fluid go through this fracture. This may be one problem related to the Delma is that in decrease the hydrostatic pressure and maybe we have a kick. This is related to the Delma, not discussed about. But in the issue of the production, the loss of different fluid in the formation may create the many different damage. The name is loss of the fluid. This fluid may create the paraffin. If react with the hydrocarbon, maybe create the escape if react with the formation water. Also, maybe react with the reservoir rock and change the tendency of the fluid. Means metabolity alteration. And this metabolity alteration may create some damage and decrease in the production. So we must use a special material to control the loss of the fluid. The name is LCM. LCM prevent to loss of the fluid in the formation, and LCM act as a additive in during fluid or the completion. LCM means loss control material. Loss control material maybe must be acid soluble. You know for what? It must be solved in the acid. You know what is the reason this specification?
Not in the production.
Maybe during the production we want to remove the LCM and start the production and increase the interface between the well and the reservoir. So we must be acid soluble. This is maybe some of the famous LCM material is the shellfish. Shellfish. I think in Arabic you say poulet. Shellfish.
Selfish?
Shellfish. Or nutshell. Nutshell. Some of the wool, camel wool, also work as a loss control material. This must be acid soluble and first prevent to invade to the formation. After the production, they must be easily recovered. No, you see that the schematic and the vortex.
Each formation has a drilling window that drillers must be aware of as they drill deeper. A drilling window is the space between formation pressure and fracture pressure. It is most important to understand that formation and fracture pressures are beyond your control. What is in your control is hydrostatic and bottom hole pressure. Drilling fluid must be heavy enough to hold back formation pressure, but not so heavy that it causes the formation to fracture. As you drill deeper, you will need to adjust the pressure downhole to stay in the space between formation and fracture pressures. If hydrostatic pressure exceeds fracture pressure, then the surrounding formation may fracture. The most common place where the formation will fracture is usually immediately below the lowest casing. This is where the formation pressure is the weakest and most susceptible to fracturing if the wellbore hydrostatic pressure is increased too much. A fracture in the formation could lead to a loss of drilling fluid to the formation. Whenever drilling fluid is lost to fractures in the formation, a situation called lost circulation occurs. The most obvious indication of lost circulation is no flow. The flow of drilling fluid across the shakers will stop. Other indications of lost circulation include when the flow indicator decreases to zero, an increase in string weight, or an increase in pump speed if the rig is not equipped with constant speed pumps. This situation causes a reduction in the true vertical height of the hydrostatic column and a loss of bottom hole pressure. When lost circulation occurs, the possibility of taking a kick is increased. When drilling a well deeper, the well is reinforced with casing and cement.
In the harsh condition, instead of
Casing is set in the middle of the hole,
cementing.
and cement is then pushed down the casing and forced up the outside of the casing. Drilling is then continued deeper into the formation.
Control the fracture with the cement and continue the drill.
The exposed wellbore area, immediately below the casing, is called the sheath, and as explained earlier, it is typically the weakest part of the exposed wellbore. Before working,
This is related to the LCM and the fracture that may be happening during the drilling. But in the area of the damage, we as a production engineer must mitigate this damage. This damage may be happening during the drilling, completion, running a casing, running a cement. Escape may be happening at the tubing, gravel pipe perforation and the formation. Organ